Hi, welcome back to the channel. This is Saved by the Truth, and this is the place where we dive deeper than the surface. We dive into questions that allow us to break through the screen of our opinions, views, and thoughts about things, and to allow us to inquire and come to the truth of the way things actually are. So today we have a great video here, and we're going to attack another subject that is really designed to be thought-provoking and also spiritually provoking. And stay tuned and let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. All right, let's go. So today's video, we're going to investigate and inquire into why should we believe in God? I mean, why? What is our relationship with this question? And why should we discover this before we die? So, to really answer this question and really come to the truth of this question, we first have to start with defining what God is. So we really have to understand what is God and what exactly are we referring to as God. Ever since we were born, each and every one of us had an innate inquiry or question that we asked ourselves. It may not have been in words, but in some form, when we were born, we really looked at the world, saw its vastness, its beauty, its greatness, its complexity, and then looked back at ourselves and just saw how small we were and perhaps less powerful than we were than the world that we see before us. And this is where the question of God originates from. Because we look at ourselves and we say, well, I'm not responsible for all of this. I mean, I'm not that powerful to be able to create all of this that I see before me. So obviously, there must be something else. Just don't know what it is, just something else more powerful than what I am that must be responsible and must have created this world that I see and experience for myself. So that is where the sense of God originates from this innate human being question that comes from our experience of life. And it doesn't matter whether you're Christian, atheist, from the east, from the west, white or black, from what nationality you are, it really doesn't matter. You've asked this question to yourself in some way, shape, or form. So, essentially, what is God then? So, God is the name we give to what is the source, the creator, and that all-pervading principle that is responsible for our reality. Again, God is essentially the name we give to that power, to that creator, to that the source of us. We give this name, God, to that which is responsible for our reality. So we've had this question, right? This innate question. But really, what introduced us to the word and the name God? Really, what introduced us to that? Does it come from you? Were you born and just started saying God? How did it come about? So it came about with religion. Religion is what gave you this name, God. And so in principle, how has religion come about? So religion has come about through beings who claim to have come into direct communion with God, with the source, with the all-pervading power. These beings, the names we have for them are saints, sages, and prophets, and we have many names for them. These beings have given us what we call religion. They've given us religion in the form of whether it's Christianity, whether it's Buddhism, whether it's Hinduism. They've given us these scriptures, whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, the Bhagavad Gita, and so on. And so essentially these scriptures that's been passed on to us from these saints and sages, these scriptures in principle are like a curriculum. Think of when you go to school and they have a curriculum, or you're in college and you have a curriculum. You need to follow this curriculum. Once you follow it, boom, you get your certificate, you have your degree, certified, right? So think of religion as a curriculum that the sages, saints, or prophets are asking us to follow. And when we follow these scriptures, what they say, how they advise us to behave, how they ask us to think and see the world, when we fully follow this to its very end, then these saints and sages claim that you too can come into direct communion with God and the all-pervading power of our reality. In principle, religion is designed to bring you into direct communion with God. Basically saying that, hey, these saints are saying that, hey, if you follow this, you too can come to be one with the Lord, like I am one with the Lord. So again, religion and the scriptures, whether it's the Bible, Quran, or any scripture, is a curriculum that we follow to also come in direct communion with God. Once we follow this all the way through and come into direct communion with God, we call this salvation, enlightenment, awakening, and being one with God. So the purpose of religion is to come into direct communion, into awakening, and into actually being one with God. That is the purpose of religion. So I may have a few different people watching this, maybe people from different types of religions. And I do want to share this fact that the difference in all religions are really different merely in the different cultures that they emanate from. So because there are different cultures, each culture is going to have their religion come to them in the way that they themselves would understand and relate to. But in essence, all religions are the same in that each and every one of us is looking for what is responsible for our reality. So to sum it all up, right, God is the power source and the creator of all things. Religion is the curriculum that we follow to help us connect with that source and come into communion with that source. Communion with God. So when we come into communion with God, we call this salvation, enlightenment, and the truth of our Creator. So tell me a little bit more. Did this really help you kind of break things down and really understand where does your just that innate sense of wanting to know what is your Creator, what is the truth of this reality, and how that has come into religion, how religion has influenced the way you think and see God, how religion has influenced the way you live your life. And again, even if you say you're atheist, in a sense you're still religious, right? You still you say you don't believe in God, but you believe in something else. You associate reality to something or something, whether you know it or not. You associate and know for yourself that you didn't create this world. I don't care if you think you're atheist or any line of thinking, you know that you didn't create this world. And that is the birth of the discovery of God. So stay tuned. We're going to have some exciting new subjects to speak about in our future videos, but I really wanted to start here just because it's really something that we can all relate to. We all have this question, and I really just wanted to break it down for everyone to really understand what are all these religions, and really what does it all mean for us. And I feel that I've done a good job breaking it down here. So let me know down in the comment what you think. Did you feel like you already knew this and understood it in this way? And just let me know what you think. Again, I'm Cedric. Thank you for watching Saved by the Truth, and I'll see you on the next video.